Lust isn't only about physical attraction. It's something far deeper and more deceptive. It slips quietly into different parts of our lives, twisting our desires and pulling us away from God's will. Many people believe lust is limited to sexual temptation, but Scripture shows us that it wears many disguises, often ones we don't even notice. Could it be that you're struggling with a form of lust without realizing it? In the Garden of Eden, Eve looked at the forbidden fruit and longed for the wisdom it promised. Genesis 3 verse 6. Her desire wasn't about hunger. It was about wanting something outside of God's plan. That's what lust does. It blinds us with desire, making us chase after things that will never bring true fulfillment. Let's look together at 6 kinds of lust that can quietly take hold of the human heart. 1. The lust for pleasure. This goes far beyond enjoying life's blessings. It's an obsession with feeling good, no matter the cost. Many people spend their lives chasing one thrill after another. Endless parties, addictions, or constant indulgence, believing that pleasure equals happiness. But Proverbs 21 verse 17 warns us, those who love pleasure become poor. Those who love wine and luxury will never be rich. Pleasure itself isn't sinful, but when it becomes our master, we lose control and drift away from God's peace. 2. The lust for power. Some people crave control, not just over situations, but over others. They manipulate, compete, or strive to always be in charge. This kind of lust often hides behind ambition or pride. Yet Jesus showed us a different path in Mark 10 verses 43 to 44. Whoever wants to be a leader among you must be a servant. True greatness doesn't come from power. It comes from humility and a servant's heart. 3. The lust for wealth. Money itself is not evil, but an obsession with it can destroy lives. Many sacrifice honesty, relationships, and even their faith just to gain more. 1 Timothy 6 verse 9 reminds us, those who desire to be rich fall into temptation and harmful desires that lead to ruin and destruction. Greed whispers that more wealth means more security, but only God can give true peace and contentment. 4. The lust for recognition. This is a hunger for approval, the constant need to be noticed, praised, or admired. In our world of social media, it's easy to fall into this trap, measuring our worth by likes and comments instead of by God's truth. John 12 verse 43 says, they loved human praise more than the praise of God. When our desire for recognition becomes greater than our desire for righteousness, we lose sight of what truly matters. 5. The lust for knowledge. This form of lust can seem noble, but it's dangerous when it's rooted in pride. Learning is good, but some seek knowledge only to appear smarter, to prove others wrong, or to depend solely on human reasoning. 1 Corinthians 8 verse 1 says, knowledge puffs up, but love builds up. True wisdom doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from knowing God and allow His truth to guide our understanding. 6. The lust for physical desire. This is the one most people think of first. Sexual temptation. The Bible warns us in 1 Thessalonians 4 verses 3 to 5. God's was for you to be holy, so stay away from sexual sin. Lustful thoughts, pornography, and impurity wound our souls and distance us from God's best plan for our lives. Lust is subtle. It doesn't always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it grows in the quiet corners of our hearts. But there's hope. God always provides a way to overcome it. James 4 verse 7 says, submit yourselves to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Freedom begins with recognizing the problem, and then surrendering it completely to Jesus. Take a moment to reflect. Are there desires in your heart that have quietly taken God's place? Ask Him to reveal them and renew your spirit. And if this message spoke to you, share in the comments what part touched your heart the most, and subscribe so we can continue growing together in God's truth and freedom.